Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is TiffanY KIRANA. My metric number is 243823. So today I will present about my informative speech. The title is The Rising Korean Indie Band Hyukoh. First, let's start from what comes in your mind if you heard about South Korea. K-pop, BTS, Blackpink, right? From here, we cannot lie how huge K-pop music take over the world. It can be heard all over the place. Even people who are not a fan of K-pop were known or have been heard about the music, right? If we talk about music, we know that there are a lot of genre and kind of music. People listen and produce to any kind of music every single day. Even some of people cannot live without music. And some of us might express their feeling through music too. So music is almost like an everyday consumption for some of us. So today I will talk about Korean indie music called Hyukoh. But before we go to the main point, let me explain a little bit about indie music. People often misunderstand about indie music as a genre, but it is not a genre. Indie music or independent music is a movement by musicians that tend to make their own music based on what kind of genre that they want to make. And most of them are not following what is trend now in the music industry. It's more like do it by yourself kind of perception, like you make the music, record by yourself, and publish by yourself. Popular indie music musician you might know is like the 1975 from Australia, Talita Tan, and Yuna from Malaysia. Indie music started to popular again in 2016, until now, including in Korea itself. One of the Korean indie band that started to introduce indie music to Korean music industry is Hyukoh. And I will tell you about the history of the band, their achievement, and their controversy. So the first one is Hyukoh is a Korean indie band that debuted in 2014. They are from Hongdae area in South Korea. It is because a lot of indie music that are also created from there. The band frontman and their leader is Oh Hyuk, who is born in South Korea but moved to Beijing and grown up there. He came back to Korea for his college to study fine art at Hongik University, but he chose to leave and pursue his dream as a singer. At first, he prepared himself as a solo singer with the stage name of Hyukoh. He started to sing his own song that he wrote back then in Beijing and recorded with his fellow friends. And he started to sing around Hongdae, an underground place in Hongdae. Not long after that, Oh Hyuk really wanted to perform as a whole band, so he reached out his friend to create an official band. Later, his friend asked his other friend to join him as a band with Hyuk. And finally, his band consists of 4 members. Oh Hyuk as a leader and lead vocal and guitar. His member Im Donggun as a bassist, Im Hyunjae as a lead guitar, and Lee In-woo as a drummer. And the band agreed to keep using the name of Hyukoh as their official name of the band. Hyukoh debuted exactly on September 18, 2014 with an EP album called 20. They named the album 20 because all of the members are 20 years old in that year. In their first album, the song consists of Hyuk's self-written song back when he was living in Beijing. And the title track of this album is Weing, that is tell about the self-insecure. And they start to performing around Hongdae and unexpectedly get a lot of attention. And not long after their debut, they signed a contract with a small management company, DRDR AMC. In 2015, after they get a lot of attention and they get a chance to appear on the famous Korean TV show called Infinity Challenge. They had a chance to perform in Infinity Challenge Summer Music Festival, and after performing, they get more recognition and positive response from criticism and audience. And in May 2015, they released their second EP album called 22. And the title track of this album is Comes and Goes. This is the start of their achievement, and they entered the Korean chart in 9th place after the album release. And they start to do promotion in Korean music shows, and their biggest achievement in that year, they even enter Billboard World Album Chart in the top 10 after 2 months release. In the middle of the year, they also signed a contract to one of big sub-label High Green, which is a sub-label by YG Entertainment that owned by Tableau from Epic Hype. This is another chance for Hyukoh to grow up more in Korean music industry, and they start to do a lot of performance and mostly in festival. In 2016, they also get invited to perform in indie music festival in China and Japan. Even though they already signed with the big agency, they still want to keep their originality and they want to do what they want to do, not like other K-pop or other label artists in Korea. And they also held their first end-year concert in 2015 and 16. And they called both of the concert is Hyukoh end-year concert 22. And it's only held in South Korea, in Seoul. In 2017, they released their first studio album called 23 with the title track Tomboy. And in this era, they got more achievement. They reached rank 5 in Korean chart music in category of album and the first place in every music chart in Korean after the release. And they also held their first world tour called Hyukoh Concert 23, and they come to 5 countries in Asia, including Malaysia, in 2017. And after that, they do their Europe tour and North American tour. Later in 2018, after the world tour, they come back with EP album called 24 with the title track Love Ya. In this year, they had a chance to do a collaboration with Apple Music in a project of releasing new iPhone X. They use Citizen Kane, one of their songs in their album 24, as an official soundtrack in releasing iPhone X and Apple Music, and their song can be heard around the world with the promotion. In 2019, they continued their world tour to Europe and USA under the name 24 How to Find True Love and Happiness 2018. They had a chance to perform at the biggest and famous music festival, Coachella Valley Music and Art, and made them as the 3rd Korean artist that get invited to Coachella with Blackpink and after PSY and Epic Hype. And their most recent album has been released in 2020 called True Love with the song title Help. And as a musician, certainly not far from the name of controversy, and Hyukoh is one of the artists who also been bound by the controversy. Plagiarism is a controversy experienced by Hyukoh. In 2015, internet users suggest that their song Lonely was originated from 1517 by the German-Norwegian band The Weirdest Boy Alive, while Panda Bear was compared to Dodi by Yumizuma. And on July 24th, High Green released a statement discussing this rumor, and stating Hyukoh had received a prize for loneliness from the vocalist of The Weirdest Boy Alive after performing the track as an opening for him when he visited Korea. And the label also clarifies that Panda Bear was released a few months before Yumizuma Dodi's, and making allegation of plagiarism is impossible. And Panda Bear faces charges again as a copy of the American indie band Beach Fossils' Golden Age. This suspicion is followed up by a tweet that is now got deleted after Beach Fossil, which shows Hugo has a mixed Golden Age to make Panda Bear. But later Hugo posts a screenshot of the tweet to his Instagram and denying the claim. In the conclusion, Hugo is an indie band from South Korea that debuted in 2014. They are an indie band group that has successfully formed their own name with the quality of their music. Starting from the just performing in Hongdae Place to being able to work with Apple and promotion with Apple Music and appear in the biggest music festival in Coachella, it's a very significant achievement for them. And Hugo, who has 4 EP albums and 1 studio album, managed to make a new thing for the South Korean music industry. They proved that not only K-pop can succeed in Korea, but also K-indie can also popular in Korean. Not spared from the controversy, Hugo has also been involved in the plagiarism controversy, but it has been proved that they are innocent and resolve the problem peacefully. And that's all from me. Thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
5번째 미안하단 말이 이제 너에겐 지겨운 건지 마지막일 거란 예감이 들어.